Listen, I love videos about the Amazon. My only advice to you is if you ever plan to go there, just make sure your insurance policy is up to date. That's all I'm saying, man. You know, you got enough beneficiaries on there, the right ones. That's all I'm saying about it. But yeah, I love to watch the videos though. So here we go.
The Amazon is home to a great many creatures big and small, and not all of them are familiar. With little to no human intervention in large stretches of the space, there's a lot of animals loitering amongst the trees you will have never seen before, and some of them will shock you with just how colossal they are. These are the 20 largest Amazon monsters ever discovered. Number 20. The Goliath bird eater, tarantula. Spiders are inherently monstrous to many people. The Goliath bird eater tarantula, in particular, is terrifying, especially since I'm now forced to look at footage of it. This spider is the largest in the world by mass, measuring up to 13 centimeters and weighing about 6.2 ounces.
Man, why a spider gotta be that big, man? Why you gotta be that big, bro? Why? Why? Why you gotta be that big?
Is a female Goliath tarantula, largest species in the world.
Ironically, despite its name, it doesn't often eat birds. However, it has been known to consume creatures like hummingbirds, which isn't entirely out of its capability. Number 19. The black cayman. The Amazon rainforest is an ideal habitat for alligators and crocodiles, though here we are talking about the black cayman, a crocodilian species. The black cayman is the largest predator in the Amazon ecosystem, capable of preying on any animal within its territory, including other predators. It's worth noting that while it's the largest in terms of mass, it's not the longest predator. That title goes to a certain snake discussed earlier in this series. The black cayman is exceptionally dangerous, known to attack humans occasionally. Its dark skin allows it to blend seamlessly into the murky waters, making it almost invisible to unsuspecting prey. It hunts primarily at night, enhancing its stealth. Unlike other predators that kill by biting, the black cayman grabs its prey, drags it into the water, and drowns it before consumption, which is a particularly grim method. It's a reminder to always be cautious near waters where the black cayman resides, as you won't know it's there until it's too late. Number 18. The spectacled bear. It may come as a surprise, but there are actually bears in the Amazon rainforest. The spectacled bear is the only bear species native to South America. Encountering one means you're seeing something quite unique. People have mixed feelings about this bear. It is technically an omnivore and generally does not exhibit aggressive behavior towards humans unless provoked.
Then why did you use the word generally? You using the word generally lets me know that, yeah, I don't stand a chance. It'll attack me too. You know what I mean? Or they use words like rarely. Yeah, it rarely attacks humans or something like that. Yep. One time is all for me, and hey, I think all animals attack humans.
Nevertheless, fear has led to it being hunted, especially by those worried about their livestock. Thankfully, there are ongoing conservation efforts aimed at protecting the spectacled bear from being hunted to extinction. Number 17. The Candu fish. The Candu fish merits a spot on this list, partly due to a certain notorious tale associated with it. This isn't a fictional fish. It is very real, and potentially very dangerous. It is a parasitic fish known for latching onto other fish through their gills to feast on their blood. Despite its size, which can reach up to 40 centimeters, it is often much smaller, allowing it to worm its way into host bodies with ease.
Look at that!
What makes the Candu fish infamous is a local legend that claims it can infect humans by swimming up the male urethra while they urinate in the river. This legend has caused widespread fear, making the Candu more feared than many other Amazon predators. However, no confirmed cases of this happening exist, and the idea of a fish riding a stream of urine into the body is scientifically implausible. Thus, while the Amazon rainforest holds incredible beauty and biological diversity, it is also home to some of the most formidable and mysterious creatures on the planet. Each of these creatures adds to the mystique and allure of this vast and largely unexplored natural wonder. Number 16. The Amazon River Dolphin, mystical inhabitants of the Amazon. You might not associate dolphins with rivers, but the Amazon River dolphin is a fascinating exception. These large creatures, known scientifically as Inia geoffrensis, inhabit the waters of the Amazon River and can grow to over 2.4 meters in length. Unlike their ocean-dwelling relatives, these dolphins often exhibit a distinctive pinkish hue, which can be quite striking and unexpected. However, the true threat to these majestic animals comes not from natural predators, but from human activity. Pollution and habitat destruction have severely impacted their populations, causing a significant decline in numbers. Conservation efforts are underway to protect these unique dolphins and their habitat, but much work remains to be done to ensure their survival. Number 15. Red-bellied piranha, misunderstood predators of the Amazon. The mention of piranhas inevitably brings to mind terrifying images of flesh-eating swarms, thanks to their portrayal in movies and television. Among these, the red-bellied piranha, Pygocentris naturari, is perhaps the most infamous. While they are indeed formidable with their sharp teeth and aggressive feeding habits, the reality is a bit more nuanced. Despite their reputation, red-bellied piranhas are actually omnivores and will often consume plant material in addition to meat. Moreover, they have been likened to vultures of the water, scavenging for food rather than actively hunting large prey. They typically target animals that are already dead or dying, making them more akin to nature's cleanup crew than ruthless predators.
If y'all had the opportunity, would you get a pet piranha? Like have it in like a fish tank in your home or something like that? Just seeing that dude feed one had me over here contemplating, did I want to see if I could find one and have one? I just feel like a part of me feel like it's irresponsible though. So that's why I'm asking y'all, would y'all do it if the opportunity presents itself? Pet piranha, how does that sound? I'm gonna think on it some more.
Contrary to popular belief, these piranhas do not usually hunt in packs, but form schools primarily for protection against their own predators. While they should be treated with caution, the fear surrounding piranhas is largely exaggerated. Understanding their true behavior can help mitigate unnecessary fear and promote a more balanced view of these often misunderstood fish. Number 14. The green iguana, harmless pet or invasive menace. At first glance, the green iguana, iguana, may not seem like a candidate for a list of Amazonian monsters. Generally known for their docile nature, these reptiles are popular pets. However, their story takes a darker turn when considering their status as one of the most invasive species in both North and South America. In places like Florida, where exotic pets are often released into the wild, green iguanas have become a significant problem. They reproduce rapidly and can cause considerable damage to local ecosystems and infrastructure. The issue has become so severe that there are now jobs specifically dedicated to humanely reducing their population to prevent further ecological disruption. This invasive aspect of the green iguana showcases how even seemingly harmless animals can become problematic when removed from their native environment. The consequences of their introduction highlight the importance of responsible pet ownership and the ecological impact of invasive species. Number 13. The golden poison dart frog, nature's lethal amphibian. It's not every day that you hear about frogs being deadly, but the golden poison dart frog, Philobates terribilis, is an exception. This small amphibian, found primarily in the Colombian Amazon, produces a potent toxin that covers its skin. This toxin is so lethal that it can kill a human, and the frog itself is immune to its effects. This remarkable defense mechanism protects the frog from predators, making it one of the most poisonous animals in the world.
See, these frogs were the animals that made me start paying attention to like color a whole lot. Like colorful animals, colorful anything nowadays. I automatically go, that could potentially be poisonous. Just based off of seeing this. You know? It just, even underwater, you see things and you see these bright colors and then they tell you it's poisonous, this, that, and the third. Like that was a game changer for me. I ain't touching nothing that got a crazy wild color to it or just colorful to me or bright color.
The indigenous people of the region have long known about the frog's deadly properties. They would carefully extract the toxin to use on the tips of their blow darts for hunting, hence the name poison dart frog. The toxin's effectiveness as a weapon highlights its dangerous potency. Visitors to the Amazon should exercise extreme caution and avoid any contact with these vibrant yet deadly creatures. Respecting their space is not just a matter of safety, but also an acknowledgement of the unique adaptations that make these frogs such fascinating and formidable inhabitants of the rainforest. Number 12. The giant stingray, massive and mysterious aquatic inhabitants. The giant stingray is undoubtedly a creature of enormous proportions that could pose a danger to humans if not approached with caution. Generally, though, these stingrays prefer to be left alone as they glide through rivers and other aquatic environments. The largest recorded specimen wasn't found in South America, but in Asia. This colossal stingray measured about 4 meters in length and weighed over 300 kilograms, illustrating the potential size these creatures can reach. Just imagine the length of its formidable stinger. It's important to note that the stinger of a giant stingray is something to be wary of, as it carries toxins capable of harming humans. However, these creatures are not naturally aggressive and tend to avoid confrontation. As long as you don't provoke them, there's no reason to fear being stung. The takeaway here is to act wisely and maintain a respectful distance. If you do something reckless, you might find yourself on the receiving end of a painful sting, which can even penetrate bone. Number 11. The giant armadillo, mighty yet mysterious creature. If the thought of a giant armadillo sends shivers down your spine, you might be easily frightened. Despite its name, this armadillo isn't something to be scared of on a daily basis. The term giant in its name can be misleading, as it is not a creature that typically evokes fear. The giant armadillo can reach up to 100 centimeters in length and weigh up to 54 kilograms, making it quite large. However, its size alone doesn't make it a threat. In terms of diet, the giant armadillo prefers termites and ants, often consuming entire termite mounds, indicating its voracious appetite. It's more aggressive in its feeding habits than the anteater, its distant relative. This unique diet and behavior highlight its role in controlling insect populations, making it an integral part of its ecosystem rather than a fearsome predator. Now it's time for the sweet topic. Snakes can get a lot bigger than you think, because the biggest snakes in the world tend to exist in areas that aren't inhabited by humans, meaning we don't see them all that often. But if you were to see quite how big snakes can get, well, if you're not afraid of snakes, you would be then. And if you were, you'd scream yourself inside out. This image apparently comes from the Amazon and shows one of the largest snakes we think has ever been captured on camera.
Listen, I hate snakes just as much as the next person, anybody. I hate snakes a lot. I don't like them. But I can't lie. If this is real or if they ever caught something like this, I'm going to see it. I'm going to see it. And it might be the stupidest thing. I know we say in movies, we be like, that's dumb. Don't do that. Stay at home. No, I got to go see that, bro. I do. I'm going.
Hence why quite the crowd is gathered. And to be fair, if you heard there was a snake this large, you'd probably pop along to get a look at it, wouldn't you? I dare say this beast has officially made the leap from animal to monster. As always, let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below using the hashtag #JarkSweetTopic. Number 10. The tapir, an ancient and resilient creature. Next on the list is the tapir, an animal that might not immediately come to mind when thinking of monsters. Nonetheless, it is worth noting due to its impressive size and resilience. Tapirs have existed for millions of years, remaining relatively unchanged over time, which classifies them as primitive creatures. Unlike many other animals, their evolutionary path has been stable, indicating a successful adaptation to their environment. Tapirs can grow over 2 meters in length and weigh more than 400 kilograms, giving them a considerable physical presence. Despite often falling prey to big cats and crocodiles, their tough hides and powerful bites enable them to defend themselves effectively. While they may seem like relics of the past, tapirs play a crucial role in their ecosystems, contributing to the overall health and balance of the rainforest. Number 9. The capybara, the gentle giants of the rodent world. If you consider the capybara a monster, it might be time to reassess your perspective on these fascinating creatures. Capybaras are indeed rodents, but they are far from ordinary. Known for their sociable nature and placid demeanor, they can even be kept as pets. Standing about 60 centimeters tall, capybaras have an almost wise expression that makes them seem more knowledgeable than most other animals. Water is essential to the capybara's lifestyle. They feed on water plants and grasses and use the water to escape from predators, often submerging themselves entirely for several minutes. This ability helps them avoid danger until the threat passes. Their calm nature and adaptability make them popular as exotic pets, although they do best in pairs due to their social behavior. Far from being monsters, capybaras are endearing creatures that have found a place in the hearts of many. Number 8. The Harpy Eagle.
So I just walked past that crocodile, didn't flinch, didn't blink really, wasn't bothered, and the crocodile wasn't studying him neither. That says a lot. That says a lot about that animal.
The apex predator of the Amazon sky. While birds may not always be the biggest threats in the Amazon rainforest, there are certainly some formidable avian predators. Many of these birds are simply exotic and beautiful to observe, but then there's the Harpy Eagle. This massive bird of prey is one of the largest eagle species in the world and serves as an apex predator in the Amazon. Harpy eagles are skilled hunters, capable of flying silently through the canopy, swooping down, and capturing their prey with their powerful talons before the animal even knows what hit it. These talons can exert several hundred kilograms of pressure, enough to crush the bones of their prey and ensure an instant kill. What might surprise you is their impressive lifespan, with harpy eagles living up to 35 years in the wild. This longevity means they remain a consistent threat in their ecosystem for a long time. While they are not known to target humans, the sheer power and predatory nature of the harpy eagle should inspire caution. It's best to admire these magnificent birds from a safe distance. Number 7. The Amazonian manatee, the gentle giant of the Amazon. The Amazonian manatee might not be what comes to mind when you think of a monster, but this large aquatic mammal is certainly noteworthy. These manatees inhabit freshwater environments throughout the Amazon basin, including countries like Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, and Brazil. They are typically found in oxbow lakes, blackwater lakes, and lagoons that are interconnected with larger rivers and are rich in aquatic vegetation. Amazonian manatees are the epitome of gentle giants. They pose no threat to humans and are primarily herbivores, grazing on various types of aquatic plants. Despite their peaceful nature, they have attracted negative attention from humans, leading to significant hunting pressures. This has resulted in their status as a vulnerable species. Tracking their population is challenging, making it difficult to know how many remain in the wild. Conservation efforts are crucial to protect these serene creatures from further decline. Number 6. The giant anteater, a unique and fascinating insectivore. For ants, the giant anteater is certainly a monster, but should humans feel the same way? This unique creature is indeed a giant among anteaters, often reaching the size of a golden retriever. One of its most remarkable features is its highly developed sense of smell, which is 40 times more powerful than a human's. This keen sense allows it to locate anthills with precision. Despite its formidable size and specialized diet, the giant anteater has a peculiar vulnerability to the very ants it preys upon. When feeding, it must eat quickly to avoid getting bitten, typically spending only about a minute at each anthill before moving on. This fascinating feeding behavior highlights the delicate balance of predator and prey in nature. In addition to its impressive olfactory abilities, the giant anteater has other unique adaptations that make it an effective predator of ants and termites. It possesses long, curved claws on its forelimbs, which are perfect for ripping open tough anthills and termite mounds. These claws are so strong and sharp that the anteater walks on its knuckles to prevent self-injury. The giant anteater's tongue is another extraordinary feature. Measuring up to 2 feet in length, it is covered in sticky saliva and tiny backward-facing spines that help capture and consume thousands of insects quickly. This tongue can dart in and out of its mouth up to 150 times per minute, ensuring it gets a substantial meal in a short period. Interestingly, despite its fearsome appearance and effective hunting strategies, the giant anteater is generally a solitary and non-aggressive animal. It prefers to avoid confrontation and uses its formidable claws primarily for defense if threatened. This gentle demeanor, combined with its specialized diet, makes it an essential part of the ecosystem, helping to control insect populations. The giant anteater's habitat ranges across Central and South America, where it resides in grasslands, deciduous forests, and rainforests. Unfortunately, habitat destruction and hunting pose significant threats to this unique species. As human activities continue to encroach on their natural environments, giant anteaters are increasingly vulnerable, leading to a decline in their population. Conservation efforts are underway to protect the giant anteater and its habitat. Organizations are working to preserve the ecosystems these anteaters rely on, and to educate the public about their importance in maintaining ecological balance. By supporting these efforts, we can help ensure the survival of this remarkable creature and the health of the ecosystems it inhabits. In summary, while the giant anteater may be a monster to ants, it is a fascinating and gentle giant that plays a crucial role in its environment. Number 5. The electric eel, the shocking river monster. Next on the list is a classic river monster that embodies both danger and intrigue. The electric eel, known for its ability to generate powerful electric shocks, is a formidable inhabitant of the Amazon's waters. Within its body are specialized organs capable of producing an electrical discharge of up to 650 volts, with some reports suggesting even higher voltages. But how dangerous is this electric jolt? The electric eel uses its shocking ability primarily for hunting and self-defense, stunning or killing prey and deterring potential threats. While it can deliver a significant shock to humans, it typically does so only when provoked. Even then, the shock is unlikely to be fatal unless the person is fully submerged in water and in poor health. In most cases, the worst outcome is a severe but non-lethal jolt. The electric eel's ability to generate such high voltage makes it one of the most fascinating yet misunderstood creatures in the Amazon, embodying both the wonder and peril of the natural world. Number 4. Arapaima, the armored giant of freshwater. The arapaima is renowned as the largest freshwater fish in the world, often reaching an impressive length of around 3 meters. Catching one would certainly be a noteworthy achievement, making the phrase "that's a big catch" quite literal. However, its length alone isn't what earns it the title of a monster. The true reason lies in its unique armor-like scales. These scales have a mineralized hard outer layer with a corrugated surface, beneath which are several layers of collagen fibers arranged in a complex structure. This makes the scales incredibly tough, comparable to the hardness of plywood or even stronger. Despite this formidable armor, the arapaima is surprisingly agile in the water, maneuvering with ease. Interestingly, even though it is a freshwater fish, it requires surface oxygen to survive. This necessity means that it must periodically rise to the water's surface to breathe, an unusual trait that adds to its fascinating biology. Number 3. The giant river otter, misunderstood and endangered. Switching focus to a creature that isn't inherently monstrous, the giant river otter has faced an unfair reputation. Known as the largest of the otter species, an adult can grow up to 1.8 meters in length. Despite their size, these otters are highly social animals with refined social structures and are not the threat they were once believed to be. Unfortunately, this did not prevent them from being hunted extensively. Initially, they were targeted because they were considered nuisances, and later, their valuable pelts made them prime targets for hunters. This relentless hunting led to their near extinction, and today they are on the endangered species list. Estimates suggest there are fewer than 5,000 giant river otters left in the world. It's a tragic outcome driven by human misunderstanding and greed. The story of the giant river otter serves as a sobering reminder of the impact human actions can have on wildlife and the importance of conservation efforts. Number 2. Jaguars, the stealthy apex predators. It should come as no surprise that the Amazon rainforest is home to big cats, but the jaguar holds a special distinction. It is the only big cat species native to both North and South America. Unlike the mountain lion, which doesn't fall into the same category, the jaguar is a true big cat. Ranking as the third largest big cat in the world, only behind the lion and tiger, jaguars have unique characteristics that set them apart from their larger cousins. Jaguars are solitary animals, preferring to live and hunt alone rather than in groups or prides. They are also exceptional swimmers, using their aquatic skills to hunt in the water as effectively as they do on land. This adaptability grants them the status of apex predators in the Amazon. Jaguars are known to be bold, sometimes even challenging other apex predators. With their sleek, muscular bodies and powerful jaws, jaguars can quickly overcome their prey with just a few bites. Their ability to move stealthily and strike efficiently makes them formidable hunters. Encountering a jaguar in the wild would be a daunting experience, underscoring their reputation as one of the Amazon's most fearsome predators. Number 1.
I must have seen that video a million times by now. The one of the jaguar going into the water stealthily and then just grabbing a crocodile or alligator, man, and fighting with him, going up underwater. And then you see him come out and he emerged victorious, and you see him pulling the gator out of the water. Bro, I done seen that. Every time I come across it, I stop and watch it, even though I know the outcome. I just can't help myself.
Green Anaconda, the titan of snakes. What kind of monster should I end with? Well, it's hard to go wrong with a snake. After all, even Indiana Jones can't stand them, and he's not alone in that. But this isn't just any snake we're talking about. It's the colossal green anaconda, one of the biggest and heaviest snakes in the world. When it comes to body mass, this snake tops the charts. Green anacondas can grow over 7 meters in length and weigh around 277 kilograms, making them true giants of the snake world. What's even more astonishing is that these measurements are based on captured specimens, so it's entirely possible that even larger, heavier anacondas are lurking in the wild, waiting to be discovered. Their immense size and weight contribute to their status as apex predators, meaning they have no natural enemies to worry about. These snakes are notorious for their method of consuming prey. They have the ability to swallow their prey whole, regardless of its size relative to their mouths. This is possible because they can dislocate their jaws to accommodate larger meals, swallowing them in one go. If you ever encounter a green anaconda in the Amazon with a massive bulge in its body, it means the snake has recently eaten and is slowly digesting its food. Another fearsome aspect of the green anaconda is its versatility in habitat. It can thrive on land, in nearby rivers, and even in trees to catch its prey. For this snake, nowhere is off limits. The good news is that they don't typically target humans, so even if you venture into the Amazon, you wouldn't have to fear an anaconda unless you gave it a reason to attack you.
You heard that word again, right? Typically. This time it was typically. Yeah, exactly.
Nevertheless, it's always wise to respect their space and avoid any unnecessary encounters. Remember the text below. Does hearing about all of these animals make you glad that you're never going to get near the Amazon rainforest? Which of these animals terrified you the most when you saw it? Perhaps there's a creature that I missed that could have easily fit onto this list.